Hey everybody, and welcome to a surprise bonus adventure with Andy. As you saw in a previous video, Chad and I tried our hand at acrylic pour painting, and you'll have to watch that video and see how it turns out. Currently the canvases are drying. I don't know how it's going to turn out, but we've got all of this paint in the bottom of this pan, and I really like how it looks. I had Chad grab, say hi Chad.
Hello everybody.
I had Chad grab me a mixed media pad of paper out of my closet in my office. Just had him do it because he happened to be on that side of the room. And I am going to try just dipping this down into the paint and see if we can transfer some of this really cool looking coloring. Transfer it onto the paper. Just see how it goes. All right, let's go. 1, 2. I'm just kind of pressing it down to try to make sure that everything comes into contact. All of the paper comes into contact with paint. It's starting to curl up. It just makes it easier for me to pick it back up again, right? All right, let's go pull it up and see how it looks. Oh, come on up. Oh, now that's kind of cool. Oh, that's pretty cool too. And hey, it looks like we almost got some cells forming. I've got some over here that did not get any color on it though. Kind of swirling this around with my finger. That's kind of cool. All right, I'm gonna put this over here. Yes, there's already paint there. You want to try one, Chad?
Sure. I'm going to do it at the other end.
Yeah, it's fine. Just make sure you press all of it down, or you end up like I did. I want to know how your paints ended up making cells.
Okay, shall we fill it up and see what we got?
Sure. Oh, that's cool. Where are you going to put it?
I have no idea.
We have so much chaos on my desk right now.
I'm just going to stand here and hold it.
I'll see you in a week.
Yeah.
I'm trying to make you some room because I don't want you to have to sit there and hold it.
That should be enough room.
You sure?
Yeah, right here.
Okay. That's really cool.
Mm-hmm.
You've got a little spot here that I don't know if you want to touch that up or not.
There.
Look at him, y'all. He's using a paintbrush. Come on. All right, I'm going to do another one.
You're gonna do another one?
I got like this whole pad of paper.
Might as well make use of it.
Yeah, it's just been in my closet.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I'm just making room for you to put that.
Look at him looking at thinking ahead and stuff, y'all. We still have tons of paint left, so
You're gonna add to it.
just gonna...
A little pistachio.
Sure, why not? A little of this blue. It's just so cool to watch. All right, going in.
My paint is still moving.
Yeah, it'll do that for a long time. That's why I wanted to get these roasting pans. Because I've watched lots of videos, and that's one thing that they all recommend is make sure you have something for it to sit in, because it's going to drip for a long time. And make sure I press everything smoothly this time. In the hope that this time everything will get covered. All right. Okay, mostly I've got darkness on this one. But it's still kind of cool.
Yeah, well, you got more than just darkness. I mean, you got the fingers of gray and the yellow.
All right, I have to put it down. Okay, did you want to do another one? I think we have room for one more up here.
Sure, I'll try one more. Push it down, 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 push it down.
Those cells are just amazing.
Okay, picking it back up. Okay.
We've got two halves of a bird. I've got the one feather, you've got the other feather.
Yeah.
I think we're reaching the end of the paint, so we're getting some of the texture from the bottom of the pan.
Yeah.
Yeah, lots of little bubbles there. All right, now we just need to let these dry. It's going to take a little bit.
Here are the finished paintings. I do think they turned out good. I do like how they have a flame or a feathered effect to them. Obviously, since we were just dipping them into trays of paint, I couldn't really plan, and I did not do any brushwork or anything. Afterward, I did not roll them around or anything to try to spread it around. It was just drop them in, pull them out, see what we got after they dried.
I like it. I mean, I definitely see the feather look. I mean, okay, for me, for this one, it would go this way because those are, the white would be the bird feathers. But yeah, just the motion, the movement here is, it's very, very cool.
And this one I've named, giving it a name.
What'd you name that one?
Well, I've called this one Lucifer's Descent into Hell, because you've got a little Lucifer angel being, having been kicked out, now he's descending into hell.
Okay, but is Michael with him?
Possibly, that could be Michael right there.
And is Michael in Adam? And is Lucifer in Sam?
Yes.
Guess what we just finished binge watching? We have now watched all 15 seasons of Supernatural.
But you do have the flames reaching up to catch them and everything. This one just strikes me more as, like, say, maybe a dark forest or something like that. You got some light poking through the trees. Well, okay, a dark, evil forest. Maybe this is the forest in hell that goes along with this one.
And now I guess we get to take a look at mine. I'm going to start first with the small ones. These are the ones where I tore the page into 4 smaller pieces so that I had better control. And they turned out really good. You still see, especially like with this one, you see that same movement that Chad had in his, in that one. And yeah, it definitely looks like feathers. Yeah, I definitely think it works, for me, easier doing the smaller ones than the bigger ones. But it's really cool. What surprised me is that what ended up on the page is not how it looked in the tray at all. But yeah, I think that turned out cool. And then this is one of my full-size ones. I really don't have an up or down side for this one. I haven't decided yet, but it looks cool. I like the marbling effect. Here, I'm going to move these out of the way so that they're not distracting. But I kind of like the marbled effect of it. I love the bright green over here. That's very cool. What's weird on this one, one thing we ran into in getting them off the desk is that it tore a lot of the paper. So especially right here, but lots of places on this one, it feels wet. I mean, not to the touch here, but like as you pick up the page, it feels like there would still be wet paint on here. It's not, it's fully dry. I mean, it's been like a month, so it's definitely fully dry, but it still weirdly feels like it's wet.
So, I mean, I noticed you got one turned upside down over there, Andy. Is that your favorite? Saving it for the big reveal?
I wouldn't go that far, so...
Then 1, 2, 3, big reveal!
This is the other full-size one that I did. Mistakes were made, lessons were learned. We don't want to talk about it, but we're going to. So I did this one and it looked really good. And as we were moving pages around, I guess the corner of one ended up getting scraped across part of this one. So I thought, I'll touch it up real quick. And it was kind of obvious where I touched it up. So I did a little bit more touching up, a little bit more touching up, a little bit more touching up. And you remember some years back when that woman decided that she would touch up that painting of Jesus?
Mm-hmm.
And it ended up, that one. Mm-hmm. If I can, I don't know if I can find a picture of it, but I'm sure you know which one I'm talking about. And it just ended up really, really horribly bad. Well, that's kind of what happened here. So I decided, okay, fine, then I will just turn this into a painting. And things just went badly. It almost got salvaged. I mean, okay, I love this part right here with the little witch or hermit or hedge wizard or whoever that is. That turned out great. I got this blue shadow line around it. The rest of it, the face and all of the other little lines that form the folds of the cloth and everything, that's just how it came out. I just did the blue line around the outside of it to just help set it out some more. And I painted some trees back here, and this looked like flowers, like a wild flower field, especially when I got really frustrated at one point and just started taking the paint, which it had dried, so I poured some water in there to try to loosen it up again, and that wasn't working. So I was just scooping it up with a spoon and just pouring it down the sheet, and you can see all this texture here is just chunks of paint. So I thought, well, this is kind of like a wildflower field. So I took a paintbrush and I took some paints and I splattered them on there, and that looked really cool. I'm like, okay, all I need now is I need just some little, silver, maybe a few gold little shiny specks to look like fireflies or stars or something. And so I tried the toothbrush method, and my toothbrush was a little bit over enthusiastic, I guess, because it has covered the entire top half of this with specks of gold, and you can't see anything that's behind it now. So yeah, this is a classic example of overworking a piece of art.
But you learned your lesson, right?
Mistakes were made, lessons were learned. I am now taking an online class in painting with acrylics, and I bought some acrylic paints and paintbrushes and stuff because I like the idea behind this painting. And I would like to actually get good enough as an artist to paint this and do it justice. Redeem myself, maybe. I don't know. But yeah, we'll put that one over there. All right, fine. I'll go ahead and put it over here.
Put it right in the middle.
No artwork is outcast. Own your artwork. Mistakes happen. It's okay. You gotta experiment. That's how you get better and
Never
try new
noticed
things.
the bird there before. In light blue.
Yeah, the bird swooping down. That's cool. And this is like the ocean with waves and a rock here. I hope you enjoyed this bonus episode of Adventures with Andy. Very spur of the moment art adventure, just because we had extra paint in the tray from paint pouring, and I didn't want to see it go to waste. And I wanted to try to preserve what we were seeing in the tray. We weren't able to do that, but what we ended up with,
leave it in there.
except for this one,
Leave it in there.
it's pretty cool. If you enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss anything. Have an absolutely wonderful day. Do not be afraid to take artistic risks. Yeah, they might not always work out, but sometimes they will. Have a fantastic day, and I will see you on our next adventure. Bye, everybody. Say bye, Chad.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.